Pep talk for Jonathan.
Oh, I thought it was for me.
No, you're good.
You said don't mess up. Jonathan Silverman's wife is getting intimate with his son's friend.
Not in real
life. That's it. Oh, on the new...
You're scaring me, Steve.
And she's out of town, right?
Yeah,
so you don't know.
I'm very scared.
No, this is on the show, on the new comedy, Significant Mother.
Yeah, so even though they're separated, he decides he wants to win her back.
I heard you and Timmy were having a little competition going tonight, so I made a T-shirt. I found a great little printing place right in the Pearl District.
How did you find out about it?
A friend of mine prints out his kids' Little League jerseys there.
Not that, the competition.
I know what you meant. I was just showing you what it's like to have a conversation with you. I found out because Timmy and I, we've gotten very close. I've taken a liking to him because he makes my son a lot of money, and he doesn't have any sex with my wife.
You know what? I am on Team Jimmy.
What? That is the wife who I'm trying to win back.
So
Yes.
you're separating.
We have been married for 25 years, and perhaps I wasn't unlike in real life, I wasn't the best husband in the world, and she finally decides enough is enough. And
But she's with your son's friend?
Yeah, our poor son, who is not only going through his parents' separation, but his very best friend is now sleeping with his mom.
How's he handling that?
Not so well, but it makes for a good comedy, so it all works out.
So
Or
you can
tragedy.
team
This
up.
actually sounds like something out of the Greeks.
Yeah, but you spin it and
But
it's
he
funny.
still wants her.
He probably now wants her back more
More.
than ever because he can't have her, and she's going out with that stud. So,
Right.
but it's a funny show. Significant Mother, 9:30.
So this is one of those interesting things where you started out digitally, you started out online.
Apparently, I didn't know this when we made the
It's hard to do that. It's really hard to do that. But the good thing is you've worked out a lot of the kinks and you kind of got your flow going.
I guess. I mean, it felt like any other pilot when we shot the first episode. But yes, we never actually had to air online. It went right to television. So
Nice.
I think it was just a way for the studios and networks to pay us a lot less
So
money at first.
they just didn't believe in you.
See what I did?
I see what he did there. Yeah.
But it's a great show. I love this group. I love this ensemble, and they let me direct an episode. So I not only appear in
That's nice.
almost all of them, but the one I don't appear in, which airs
You're
tonight, I
around
directed.
a lot of shirtless young men. Is that
Just the one guy, just this
difficult?
one, this one shirtless guy.
And I
And-
realized you have gone from being the young guy to being
Here
the
we go.
old guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm now the dad of a 25-year-old. Yeah.
What happened?
I got old, Steve.
Did
we
you
were
just call him the old guy?
Yeah, I know.
Something weird about that.
No, I've known Jonathan since you were
like 18, 19 years old. Yeah.
He was always the kid. He was always the kid.
You knew him from the Weekend at Bernie days? And
Even prior
even
to that.
before that?
Like
I
the
knew
Neil
him as-
Simon days.
He was a right fielder. He played on our softball team. We had a softball team.
What softball
It was very
team?
good.
Yeah.
You had a softball team?
Yeah.
You played softball?
Oh, please.
Was he good?
He was excellent.
Yeah.
He was excellent. We were all afraid.
Back in those
Whenever
days.
Steve would come up, we would
Yeah.
do a big
What?
shift.
Are you
You're
kidding?
We would
pulling
just
my
leave the
shade.
field because
Oh,
we knew
no.
we couldn't catch anything.
I was the pitcher. I was the cleanup hitter.
You did it all.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have your own team.
I don't know if I'm buying this.
It's great.
Actually, let's get it away from me. You were the best of all the actors we ever used.
No, thanks so much.
You were the outfielder, and you made a couple of great particular catches that saved our games.
I got lucky. I got
Yes,
lucky.
it was the AM Los Angeles team. See? Okay.
Back in the day when it was black and white television.
That's
Black and
right.
white. Well, it was actually
Back in the
radio,
good old
but yeah.
days.
It was
But you were a kid, so it was
I didn't know
fine.
any better. Yeah.
Yeah, you
you
didn't know
know,
any better.
you and Schwimmer, people like to make up a story about the two of you were best friends since you were very little.
It's not made up. We were best friends. As a matter of fact, this thing that I'm doing right now, I directed tonight's episode. The first thing I ever directed was here in Los Angeles at Beverly Hills High, and David and I co-directed it. It was a play in high school. So the very first thing I ever directed was with
your
David.
career took off very, very quickly. I mean, the Woody Allen movie, you did everything.
Poor David. He didn't really.
Yeah, whatever
things
happened to poor
didn't really-
Schwimmer was a later developer, right?
Late
It took him a couple of years, but the investment paid off very
Did
quickly.
you know when he was in Friends that thing would take off?
He didn't know when he was in Friends.
Did you
that that
audition
thing-
for Friends?
No, but ironically, I had done a pilot by the same people, a very similar show the year before, and I thought it was great, and it was my first pilot, and it didn't get picked up, and then the next year they sort of revamped it, and it turned into something like this, and anyway, I was thrilled David did it, but...
Did David change at all?
He got really rich. But no, he's the same wonderful Menchie guy.
How many pilots have you done?
Menchie guy.
I have probably done 15. or 16 of
And
these
each
pilot
one?
things. Very few of them get picked up, but this one is
different.
this one's going. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 of them got picked up into
I
series.
don't know if we show. Do we have a shot of Brighton Beach Memories?
Oh boy,
I'd just like to put that up there for
that
you.
was a year ago.
It was a,
Oh, there I am.
Wow.
who's in the cast?
Oh my God! Well, Blythe Danner centered that cast in the middle, and Bob
That's right.
Dishy and Judy Ivey and Lisa
Bob
Waltz.
Dishy carrying all the bags home from work
Schlepping,
every day.
yeah, off the train.
The best you can hope for is 7 hours of sleep.
God, you remember.
Yeah. All right. Good to see you again.
Always good to see
Good
you.
to see you.
All right.
Thank
A
you.
Significant Mother airs tonight 9:30 on the CW. Say hello to your lovely wife.
I will.